The wig I'm going to be installing today comes from Pretty Luxe Hair. My nail tutorial is up, so if you are interested in my nails, definitely go check out that video. So this is the style we're going to be working with today, and this is an ombre wig. Already washed it, cut the lace, so we're just going to install it today, see exactly how it will come. So this is what the inside of the cap looks like, and as you can see, it is a 13x6 cap, and it has the combs and adjustable straps. The hairline is beautiful. You will see it in a second. Since I've already cut the lace, you will see the install today with the lace already cut, which is great. It will give you a more insight on how to install your wig after. The reason I cut the lace, I had washed this wig and I had an idea of a style that I was going to show you all with this. However, I didn't like the way it turned out, so I went back and put the wig in a straight state like it comes. If you are new here, my name is Marie. Thank you so much for joining me for today's video. Go ahead and click that subscribe button so you won't miss any of my videos that are coming up. If you aren't new, thank you for coming back for today's video. Happy Friday. So today I wanted to do hair and makeup. This wig is very, very beautiful. It's one of those everyday styles. The hairline is super pre-plucked, as you can see, and it comes with this beautiful ombre. When I wash this wig, I'm going to insert a clip, but it did turn wavy, which I thought was very versatile on a wig, especially if you want to go to the beach and you don't want the straight look because you know your hair is going to get wet. I was very, very impressed with that, but I did straighten it back out. This, I believe, is about, what is this? I think this is a 14-inch. I have to double check. Maybe a 12-inch. However, it's so comfortable. It's very lightweight. It's very soft. The hair is shed free, definitely. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue this down. And then later we're going to move into makeup. I am going to use the red can today to glue down my wig. And one of you had asked me why don't I use the black can anymore. I do. Like, I'm sitting here and this is always convenient because I can reach for it and my black can is over there. So I just kind of grab what I have in front of me. So this right here is the Even Wonder lace. This is the red can, and this is the active use. I do find that these, it just depends on how you use them. If you use too much, it will turn white. If you use too less, you probably won't get nothing but a daily hold with them. The black can definitely holds a bit better than the red can, to be honest. I just use it for daily use, so that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to pull this hairline back. And like I said, the hairline comes like this. I didn't do anything to it. And once you remove the extra lace on the wig, all you have to do is adjust the strap in the back like I did, tighten it up, and you can wear this glueless if you want to. And a glueless style is just as good as a glue style. What I would do is I would take the combs, there's some combs here, and kind of insert them for security. But don't do it too much because if you do, you can create balding, but it takes a long time for that to happen. So just be cautious when using the combs. Another thing you can do is add bobby pins right here. That way it can lay flat. And that way the sides won't be lifted. That works really well. I do that all the time. Let me put some gloss on my lips. They are very dry. My lips tend to get drier after I brush my teeth. This right here is the NYX. This is Juice Gloss. Oh my God, it's the best. It comes in different colors, but I prefer this one. This is the Coconut Chill. So good, you guys. Definitely. If you can find it, go get it. I'm just going to make sure all the hairs are out the way because I think what I'm going to do is put the spray over top of the lace. I don't want it to create a mess in the hair. So I always take my hot comb and just push that hairline up. If you're wondering, I did bleach the knots. However, you can still see some of them, but it's in person it's not as vivid as it is here. And I know some of you think that lighting changed the visibility. Like for me, I can't use a lot of bright lights when I film because I am of a lighter skin, so it will wash me completely out. Like when I say the lace is blending, this isn't no lighting trick. It's just the lace. Like it matches my complexion very well. So, and you can also see the knots. So like I said, in person you won't see the knots like you do on camera because my camera is just picking it up so close. I'm just gonna push it back some more. But I love the lace on this wig, and most of Pretty Luxe hair, most of the super pre-plucked hairlines, and they're clean. I think it's the clear lace is really, really good. Okay, so I am going to leave this side here so I can have something to grip. So you can always leave the sideburn area with a little bit of hair down so that you can have something to like just grip once the lace is already cut on the wig. Since I did install this before, and this is good because I can show you all, because I know I've gotten questions. When you use the Eben spray, sometimes when you go to remove your wig, it leaves a white residue, and this is the residue that some of you are talking about. As you can see right there, a little water removes that for me. Like if you just take some water, which I don't have any on me right now, but if you take some water, it usually removes that. So since I already have a bit of that glue stuck to the lace and a little bit right here in the hair, as you can see, once I go to spray, which I'm gonna do now, you'll see that it will make it disappear. So I'm just going to, oh, that's my husband telling me good morning. Okay, so I'm just going to line it up where the hairline is falling, where I need it to fall. Sometimes these hairlines on any wig can be tricky. So you wanna make sure that it's not too far down and it's not too far back. Okay, so I'm gonna take this part and put it behind my ear so it can be out the way. And you also want to make sure it falls behind your ear. And then I'm just going to spray. Well, on this part, I'm going to spray under the lace just because the hair is not pushed all the way back. I'm going to do the same thing with this side. And then I'm going to spray over top, making sure to hit the lace. You want to make sure your nozzle isn't clogged with too much buildup because it'll make it spray all over the place. So if it's clean, it should spray directly where you want it to go. And look how that lace is melting already. Like I can't even see it. Send a message to hubby.
What you want to say?
Okay, so I'm going to take my dryer and use cool air and dry it just a little bit. And first I gotta plug it up. You don't want it to be completely dry. You want it to just be dry enough where it's a little bit tacky. Now, if you don't have a sleigh band, this is my sleigh band. I'm going to easily just, in a second, put this on. If you don't have a sleigh band, then what you can do is just go ahead and use your rat tail comb. Take a rat tail comb and just press the edges down and dry at the same time, and then tie it down with a scarf or whatever you may have. I'm just going to take my sleigh band and lay it at the edge of the lace like so, and it's going to lay that lace down. And this is adjustable, so you can make it as tight or as loose that you want it to be. It just depends on you. And I'm gonna dry it for about 5 minutes and then let it sit for 15. All right, so I'm kind of tired of looking busted right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the makeup while I wait for the hairline to sit, and then we'll jump back into styling this wig later in the video. I still do my makeup, and a lot of you have always been like, Marie, why don't you do any makeup tutorials anymore? One, because they don't get a lot of views, and two, because I feel like I'm very simple with my makeup. Don't really do a lot of colors on my eyes like I used to. So today's look is just like a very summer bronzy type of look I want to do, kind of to make the hair pop a bit, because with this hair color I just feel like it will give you that beautiful summer glow. So I want my makeup to match the hair, so that's what we're going to do today. And again, if you have not seen the tutorial for my nails, you can check that out. I will pop it out right here to you. You can watch it after you finish watching this video. It will be there, okay? It will be there. I'm going to start off with the Tarte Shape Tape. This is one of my favorite face primers right now. I do have another one coming through the mail that I may like a little bit more than this one, but we will see. But as you can see, I've went through this bottle. I'm gonna apply about that much, and a primer is good, especially when you are applying foundation, because you may need it to minimize your pores, or you may need it to protect your skin. Definitely use a primer, and it can also help to hold your makeup. For my brows, I like to use the Benefit products, and this one is the Precisely My Brow, and then we have the Brow Micro Filling pencil. So both of these are my go-to. They are in dark brown. Recently, or just this year, I have not been going crazy with my brows. I've tried to keep them very natural I know the trend has always been to have these intense brows that are basically just painted onto your face. But for me, I don't feel like it works anymore. Like, it probably didn't work back then, I just didn't see it. But I think I found a way where I can just make my brows look natural without overdoing it. And this is good enough for me. It's not about being perfect. It's not about looking perfect. It's just about making them look natural. That's good enough. I'm not even going to go over it with any concealer. Let's move into the foundation. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. I'm in the color 322. This is a very affordable foundation, so I chose this foundation specifically for you all, just in case you are looking for a really good foundation that, you know, you can wear this summer. So I'm going to apply it with the IT brushes, the number 77. It gives your makeup that airbrush natural finish. But yeah, 322 works really good for me. As you can see, I have spots on my face. It annoys me. I'm definitely getting a new skincare regimen going. I actually am going to be trying out Curology now. No, I'm not sponsored, but I wanted to try them out. I've seen so many people have success, so definitely tell me if you've had any success with or not. But I have mine coming through the mail, so hopefully it works out. But as you can see, that color blends well, so I'm just going to apply this all over. Circular motions. Now, usually my makeup can take between 20 to 30 minutes, which is a perfect timing for letting my hairline sit. The longer you let it sit, the better, because it will cure better and it will last longer. That's what I found. It lasts longer throughout the day when I let it sit. I kind of feel like the coverage has changed on this since the last time I've tried it. It's a little bit more of a light coverage. You can probably build it up, but you don't need to build it up too much. We want to keep this very lightweight and comfortable. Plus, if you need to cover anything else, that's what you have concealer for, and that's where we're going next. This brush is really good. I recommend it. I just picked it up. It's by IT Brushes, but I will link it below if I can find it for you all. So I'm gonna go in with my concealer, and I have two of them, but now Maybelline does have their own concealer that goes with that. It works pretty decent if you're wanting something more affordable. It kind of reminds me of the NARS. I like to use the Tarte's. And these two are the Ultra Creamy Shape Tape. Well, one is the Ultra Creamy and then the other one is the regular. I'm using light medium sand and also tan sand. So the tan sand is more of a darker color, not too dark. So it looks like this, and I'm just going to draw like this. This is where you want the most makeup, okay? If you have darker areas, this is where you want your coverage to be. Your concealer is going to do it all. And I'm also going to go down the bridge of my nose. I never put any concealer here because I get breakouts anytime I use concealer on my chin, and I don't want that. My skin don't like it. So I'm going to go in with the lighter color and just kind of trace like so. Now I like to let my concealer sit for a bit. So while that sits, I'm going to go ahead and straighten out this hair a bit more. So I think I am going to do a side parting today. I'm really over like flat irons. I've been using this straightener brush and it works so good. Like, I just feel like flat irons, you have to keep going over the hair. And like I said, when I washed this hair, it turned a bit wavy on me. So when I went over it with the flat iron, it just kind of flattened the hair and then it was wavy still. But with this brush, I can just go over it just like this and give a nice bend to the hair at the same time. So it's very, very convenient. Oh my gosh, I like this so much. Now the color of this wig is showing true to color. You like me sharing the colors that will work not only for my complexion, but your complexion too. So this one definitely, I feel like, works very well. And like I said, I'm going for that golden sun bronze type of look today. So this wig was perfect for that. And it's very affordable. So if you want a discount, I will link my discount code below. So as you can see with me, I kind of do both. If I'm doing my makeup and my hair, I do them together. I don't do them separately. I like to be done with everything at the same time. Yeah, it don't take long. So I'm just going to go ahead and open up that parting with the hot comb so that we can see it. And I think I did tell you all that I bleached the knots already when I washed the wig. I don't know if I told you all that already, but I definitely did. Now, as you can see, I did not do the ball cap method. You don't need the ball cap method all the time. Like, some people will have you believing that you need to do the ball cap method to get your wig to look realistic, but when we get to the end of this video, you're gonna see how natural and amazing this wig look without the ball cap method. So I just basically just set a wig cap over my hair, and that's it, honey. Keeping it simple. Now, if you can see the separation, what you can do, you can get you some foundation powder and just go down that parting. That's all it takes. Watch, look at that. Look how that fixed the separation. And normally what I find is when I place the powder, it can look a bit powdery, but once I go over it again with the hot comb, it takes away the powder looking, and then it just looks like scalp. Take my hot comb and just press it with that parting, and instantly, as you can see, that powder that was all over, that just looked like a mess, is gone. And now it just looks like a scalp. So I'm gonna take my beauty blender. This is a beauty blender sponge, and it is damp, and we're going to press that out. Just pressing it, and this is going to give us the coverage. Some young people still have like really dark circles underneath their eyes, so you want your concealer to brighten up that area. You want it to make you look refreshed and alive, especially if you're tired, which I've been tired a lot lately. So yes, and as you can see, look at the coverage. This is why the $30 for that concealer is worth it to me. And it lasts a good amount because I don't wear makeup every single day. It lasts a pretty long time for me, probably at least 3 months or so. Maybe longer. I'm just gonna press this area just like that. It's perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and remove the sleigh band because I need my makeup to go on my forehead also. So I'm just gonna remove this, and hopefully it's nice and clean. If not, I'm gonna clean it up before I finish. Wow, look at that, honey. What? Now you can see the separation on where I didn't put my makeup, but it's okay. It is okay. What I'm going to do, my God, that looks so good. Now, if you get white spots like this, you can just use a little bit of water. I'm gonna use my beauty blender and just kind of wipe that area like so to just get rid of that. Wow, this looks so good. Take my makeup residue that's on this brush and just go over my forehead like so. Oh, this kind of made me feel like I should have let it sit just a little bit longer, the sleigh band, because like I said, the longer you let it sit, the better. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go ahead and do my bronzer, and then I'm gonna put my sleigh band back on until the end of the video because I really wanted to, this looks good, but I wanted to stay like, okay. So I'm taking the Makeup Revolution and the It brush. This is the number 101 brush. And I'm gonna go in with this lightly. This is a bit darker than my complexion. But before I do that, let me go ahead and set underneath my eyes with my Laura Mercier translucent powder. I don't use this all the time. Sometimes I like to use my MAC Studio Fix powder, which is the NC42, which I like better because it isn't as yellow. I don't know. This one seems to be a little bit yellow, but we're gonna apply it anyway. I'm gonna just set this on my eyes, and I'm using my beauty blender. I'm just going to take it and just set it there. And this is important to making your concealer last. I like to put it anywhere I get oily and let that sit. And while that's baking, I'm going to go in with the Makeup Revolution. This is in the color 02. If you're darker than me, it's not going to be as dark as you're about to see it apply. You can kind of get a feel of how it will look just by, my face is like a canvas. So I'm going to go into it like this. I'm going to dab. And I'm using just light strokes of it because I know if I go in there and go like this, oh my God, I'll look like I've been punched in the face. Keeping it very simple. You can see how it looks. I'm gonna do the same thing to this side to make your cheeks pop up. And then I'm going to swirl it here into the hairline of the wig, okay? This is what's going, if you have any white, like if your lace is a bit lighter or anything like that, adding that bronzer at that hairline will blend everything. Now for me, sometimes the knots can make the scalp of the wig look a bit darker than my complexion. So adding the bronzer on my forehead blends everything together. as you can see. I just hate when I get these little strands of hair. It would be so annoying to me. I'm also gonna go here around my jawline and down my neck. So glad I did this video over. All right, so let's move into the eyes. I'm going to be taking the concealer by LA Girl. This is in the color Tawny, and this is just going to be a base for my eyeshadow. Now, I use this sometimes for my face. I mean, it is a really good concealer. For now, I'm just using it as a base. I'm going to take my beauty blender and just dab that around the eye. Try not to mess up my brows. I think I need to start doing my brows last. For my eyeshadow, love this palette. I had to tap it. But this is the Everyday 4-Way Shadow Palette. It comes with these really neutral tone colors. So I like to use this one in my crease and then maybe this or this on the lid. So that's what I'm going to do. Apply it right to the crease. And this is so simple to get a quick eyeshadow look. I know you guys can do it. But for an everyday look, all you need is a simple wig like this. Okay, just, you know, girl, and a nice beat without all the stress. I'm gonna go in with the lightest color. And I'm just using the flat brush. You can even use your finger if you need to, and just pat, pat, pat. My lashes are already done. I highly recommend getting your lashes done if you don't, because it'll save you so much time. The lashes that I like to get is called Volume. And I'm just blend that a little bit so that there's no separation. Okay, my face is now baked enough. So I'm gonna take my blender and just press that powder. Go ahead and blend it into my skin and that area. And my chin. All right, so to add color back to my skin, because I do feel like that setting powder definitely is a bit, you can see it. I'm gonna go in with, this is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Complexion Perfecting Micro Powder, and this is a number 3. I'm going to apply this all over with this brush. This is the most fluffiest one I have right now, so I'm just go in there and just kind of dab around, just blending to make sure the edge of that powder is blended really well with the bronzer. Go like this with my blender just to make sure everything is blended. Just kind of pressing and getting rid of the extra makeup that may be on my face too. All right, so let's do my nose. I'm going to contour my nose today. I don't do this often and it's unnecessary unless you really want to. So I'm going to take that same bronzer and this brush. Do anyone else, do y'all nose flake when you do this? This is the only reason why I don't like contouring my nose. And I can see it because I'm like this in the mirror. Okay, so I'm gonna go back over this a little bit with the foundation that is left over just to make sure it's blended. But I'm using the Juvia's Place Warrior palette and I'm going to take this color to highlight. I'm also going to go into the inner corners. That. Oh, and I meant to tie my hairline back down and I didn't do it, but it's fine, you guys. Maybe this darker color here. I'm gonna add some of that here with my fan brush. Yes, this palette is everything. Juvia's Place has some really good palettes that's very pigmented. All right, so I just added my mascara to my lower lashes. I like to use a dryer to dry it down. Last thing I'm gonna do is apply my lip products and, oh, let me mist my face. So I use the Morphe Luminous Setting Spray. This one is the Glow Get It. And then I just kind of take my blender and press because I don't want my makeup to run. This definitely helps. The Dose of Colors Cork. Let that dry. All right, so I'm gonna go and fix this side, just that hair back. Yeah, like so. Open up that parting. But yeah, you guys, this is basically the finished look. So I'm just gonna take my straightening brush and just go back here because I feel like it's flipped upward and I don't want it to be like that. This is what everything, let me add a bit of gloss though, because the two products that I apply is like a matte, so yeah, that's it, you guys. I really like the way this turned out. This wig is really gorgeous for summer, so if you want your everyday style, honey, this is it. I will be sure to link everything below in the description box. Anything that I can't find, it probably won't be linked down there. Be sure to check below the video. But yeah, let me know what you think about today's look, and I will see you back in my next video. Mwah.